thanks for joining me here again today at Kaylee's Corner. Super glad that you're here with me. I had another dream that I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys. And this one is a little bit more complicated, but I feel like the idea of it is pretty basic and pretty simple. So I wanted to go ahead and share it with you. Of course, I pray that you would take it back to the Lord and that He would be able to speak to you on a personal level and just be able to give you that revelation and clarity that you're looking for, and that you would draw closer to Him in the process. So in this dream, it was like we were in a school play and I had no idea what I was doing. I felt very underprepared and I have no background in this. I've never been in theater. I've never done a play. I've never read a script. This is not something that I've ever been a part of. But for some reason in this dream, that was what we were going to be doing. Is after this big basketball game, we were going to be like the entertainment, and we were supposed to put on this play, and we were all standing in this line getting ready to actually start this production. But none of us had ever gotten our script. No one knew who we were, what we were supposed to wear, what we were supposed to say. I don't even know what the name of the play was. I don't even know literally what the characters were or what we were supposed to be doing or portraying. And so I was asking everybody around me, do you know what's going on? Do you know what's going on? What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to be? None of us knew what was going on at all, but we all knew we were supposed to be there and that we were going to be a part of this play. And so I eventually went over to the teacher and kind of asked the teacher, did we miss something? We're supposed to go out in a few hours and put on this play, and I have no idea. I have no information. I don't know what you want me to do. I just don't think this is for me. I think you need to find someone else. And I was gonna try to back out and leave. And it was whatever the teacher was waiting for was that, more or less. And so once I came to him, then he was like, oh, okay, perfect. Here, I need you to read this for me before you go. And so I was like, okay, fine. So he handed me more or less the script. And so he told me what pages to read and whatever. And so I just kind of read through them, not really thinking anything of it. And he was like, that was perfect. You've got the part. And you're going to be up in a few minutes. And I was like, whoa. No, this is not what I wanted to do. I'm not a part of this. And he's like, no, you did great. This is exactly what we need. And so somehow I was now a part of this play again. And I had read through the script once. I can't even recall it. I have absolutely no idea what the play was even about, but I'm sure that wasn't really the point of the dream. But then the play was happening, it was starting, I guess. But it was the intention of the play was kind of to be this experiential production sort of thing. So it was the point, the teacher's point was to have none of the actors know what they were going to do and have none of the actors be prepared at all. That was the actual intention behind the teacher in this class, was whatever the play ends up being based off of these people and these actors that have never done anything like this before. So they have no previous experience, they have no background knowledge, and they got to read through their script once. And then whatever comes out on stage is whatever comes out on stage. It's going to be very authentic, but it's not structured at all. There has been no preparing at all. And so it was still going on, different people were supposed to go out at different times, and we all got to read through our script once, just like that. And we were supposed to go ahead and do the play, and it ended up being really good or really successful, I guess, whatever it was supposed to be. There wasn't a whole lot of details in the actual performance part of the dream, but it was, I know what the point of it was, is that we weren't supposed to be prepared, and that was the actual intention behind it. And so whatever level of entertainment we were able to provide on just kind of winging it, I guess, and being authentic and just kind of making it up as we went, actually added to what it was supposed to be. Because I feel the play itself, or the entertainment, the production of it, didn't have any rules. It wasn't a right or wrong type of situation. It was, hey, there's no rules with this, whatever it is whatever it was meant to be. And so there was a lot of freedom in it, and so we ended up having a lot of fun. And I guess I did well or something and I got some level of award at the end, even though I didn't know what I was doing and I was just making stuff up the entire time. I guess I did whatever I was supposed to do. And so I feel like at least what the Lord was kind of speaking to me through that is you don't have to be prepared. You don't have to be fully prepared before you take the first step. You don't have to have it all figured out before you take the first step and before you step out and start doing some of these things, either things that God's called you to do, maybe some of the things you're interested in or you're passionate about. It's healthy to have that level of fear and that level of anxiety of the unknown and not really maybe having prior knowledge or anything to pull on. It makes sense for you to kind of be hesitant and want to stay back until you think you have more information and more knowledge and then be ready to go forward. But I feel like there are definitely times in our life where when God's calling us to go and wherever he's telling us to go or whatever he's telling us to do, he's really looking more for our willingness and our heart and like our obedience rather than, oh my goodness, I have to have this all figured out and now I have to make a plan and I have to get everything set up and prepared and then I'll be ready and then I'll be able to take the step and then I'll be able to do whatever he's calling me to do. I feel like kind of misses the mark a little bit in some areas, in some situations in our life. And I feel like that was at least kind of what he was speaking to me is I don't have to have it all figured out before I take a step forward, because really all he's looking for is just my willingness, just simply my willingness of, hey, I trust you, Lord, and I know that you'll give me whatever I need to be able to accomplish whatever you're asking me to accomplish. And either it's already within me and you'll help bring it out, or you'll give me the tools that are needed to be able to accomplish whatever it is that you're asking me to do. And that's kind of what the dream was really about. Is I think I succeeded in that play and in that dream mostly because I was willing to take a step out and not know what I was doing. Like I was willing to just figure it out as I went. And it ended up being really fun and it ended up being enjoyable and successful because it didn't have any regulations. It didn't have any rules of what was right and what was wrong and what the expectations of it was supposed to be. It just got to be whatever it was supposed to be. And that was really freeing rather than having to try to have everything figured out before we even did anything. So I kind of feel like that's the encouragement in it, is you don't have to have it all figured out before you take a step. You don't have to be fully prepared before you take a step out in faith or before you try some of these new things. It's honestly more just the willingness of your heart and being obedient and trusting in the Lord and knowing and believing that he will lead you where you're supposed to go and he will equip you with everything that you will need to be able to accomplish whatever he's asking you to do. And kind of enjoying the ride along the way because you aren't as focused on what is right and wrong. And when you're ready and when you think that you're able and capable to do these things, God has a lot of confidence in you. And I feel like sometimes we just have to catch up to him with how much he already believes in us for us to believe in ourselves as much as he believes in us. So I hope that at least gives you guys some encouragement and that it would bring you closer to Jesus in the process. And I hope you guys have a good day. Till I see you next time. Bye.